Hey guys, and welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 10. So, first of all, apologize for the static camera angles today. Got no love from the camera guy, so I gotta go running solo on this one. But I want to jump into something a little bit different today. So, I know you guys are probably getting sick and tired of me talking about hip hinging and proper torso angle and how important the squat is and everything like that. But I truly meant it when I said the squat is probably the most functional movement that we own as human beings, with the exception of opposable thumbs. Now, I'm going to show you about how that can translate over to other functional movements and increase our efficiency in those functional movements, not only in CrossFit, but in everyday life. But today, we have a rower. So I want you to first get this picture in your mind, the picture that we've been talking about for the last 9 days or so. Okay? Take that picture in your mind, and we're going to bring it over to the rower. Now, the reason why this episode came up is because after teaching a class just recently this week, I realized that hardly any of us row efficiently or correctly. Now, this isn't a rowing class, so we're only going to go over 2 strokes. We're going to go over the power phase, and we're going to go over the recovery phase. And we're going to be really simple here, guys. Basically, what I want you to do is I want you to see the carryover and the functionality of the squat and hip hinging, and how it relates to the rowing stroke. Really quick basic technique with rowing. What we want to see is we want to always see that neutral spine, right? When we recover from the stroke, that's the stroke that's coming in from the power phase. We always like to see about a 30-degree torso angle forward, right? So the body flexes forward, it's about 30 degrees, 25 to 30 degrees. When we finish the stroke, we want to see the torso angle end at about 25 to 30 degrees. Somewhere in the middle of the stroke, we want it to be somewhere about 90 degrees. So you can see that the torso angle folds over in the recovery and extends backwards in the power. So now as we translate that forward to the rowing stroke, you're going to notice that this position is very similar to that squatting position that I just showed you. We have this position right here, and we can now know that we can transfer the proper amount of power. So, a couple good strokes. I come down, I got that forward torso angle, that lean, neutral spine, as neutral as it can be. Realize this is a rowing stroke and not a squat, so it's not going to be as perfect, but you want to have it as upright as you can. And as we power through the stroke, we finish at about that 30-degree angle. A little bit more real time, recovery, forward lean, proper hip hinge over, power stroke, ends up with our torso at about a 30-degree extension. Now watch how similar this is with our recovery. Our recovery begins by allowing the handle to pass past our knees, and then we hip hinge over top of our torso. Our torso hip hinges over top of our lower extremity. So we're power, hip hinge, knees break. Very similar to hip hinge, knees break. Or, properly as we do in the squat, posterior glute activation, hip hinge, knees bend. Going into my recovery, knees bend. You can see the similarities between them. Now, here's the problem. If you're one of those shrinkers that we talked about the other day, the people that go like this, no hip hinge, and they shrink into the squat, watch how this translates into the row. I turn into one of these guys that never fully recover with my torso. Now, best case scenario, I'm just an inefficient rower, like this. That's best case scenario. Best case is that my inefficiency just makes me not that great of a rower. Worst case scenario is I decide that I want to reach for a little bit more, so I come here like this. And now, recipe for disaster. My knees are out, that's great. My back is in a horrible, vulnerable position. And sooner or later, I'm going to see somebody because I got an injury. So, guys, I want you to go back and I want you to practice 2 phases of the rowing stroke. I want it to come to a full, complete stroke here. I want the handle to come past the knees. I want a nice hip hinge over top the lower extremities, allowing the knees to break, keeping the back somewhat in a neutral position as best we can, upper back in a great neutral position, allowing us to then transfer the proper amount of power into the stroke as we finish. Guys, your prescription for today is to go back and go through the movement of a proper rowing stroke, and just think about how it relates to the hip hinge that we just did. All right, guys. Until next time, we're optimizing function until we optimize performance.